we are on page 2, the top of page 2 for 9.1, and I made a typo here. These are not the instructions that go with this set of problems. Sorry about that. I was using the template from the previous section, so you can ignore those instructions. Notice what's different when you look at number 22 and number 44. Once you get a little bit familiar with radicals and doing single numbers, they're going to have you start doing some operations inside and outside of them. So that's what you're looking at here. And what do you notice is different between these two? Both have a 25. Both have a 16, both have a minus, both are dealing with square roots, but one of them is you take the square root of a whole thing, and the other one is you take the square root of the individual numbers, okay? So you've got subtraction here, and the one thing I want to just highlight is that these are not equal to each other, okay? These are not the same. So these two problems are not the same. And here's how you can prove that to yourself. Using order of operations, the root is kind of like a grouping measure, so we need to deal with its inside first. 25 minus 16 gives you a 9. And then you take the square root of that 9, what times itself, exactly matching, will give you a 9. There's no sign out front. So what we're dealing with is the positive square root. So positive 3 times positive 3 will give you 9. So our answer here is 3. Okay? Now it seems like you could split these apart, but remember, roots are an undoing of exponents, and exponents are in the multiplication family. So adding and subtracting do not mix with multiplying and dividing. They can't follow the same rules. So you can't split this out and still expect to get the same number. Later, as we go on, we'll learn that you can split it out when you're dealing with multiplication and division because it's all in the same family. But right now, let's just really get into our heads that this does not work. You can't just split it out, subtraction or addition. It doesn't work with addition either. It's very tempting. Think, oh, that'd be nice to split that, but it doesn't work that way. Because when you're looking at square root of 25, that answer is 5, because what times what gives you 25? 5. And when you look at square root of 16, we've looked at this one several times in this lesson. 4 times 4, 16. And then you were to bring down the subtraction. Well, 5 minus 4 gives you an answer of 1. And 3 does not equal 1. So watch out for that. You cannot split radicals using addition or subtraction. And now we'll move on to the bottom of the page before I run out of space here. I will go ahead and read these instructions because I don't think the camera will be able to catch it. So in our bottom of the page, what we're going to be doing is graph each equation. Begin by filling in the table and finding 5 solutions of the equation. Then plot these ordered pairs as points in the rectangular coordinate system and connect the points with a smooth curve. So we'll look at what that means as we move to the bottom of the page.